one of the things that can't come up when people are developing Mickey cartoons is how old is he? And I always felt that when Mickey and Minnie were younger, they were like just post high school. I don't know if they went to college, but they lived on their own and they were dating and Mickey you'd fight the boss, or they'd have these adventures like young people. And then later, when the cartoons became a little more safe and arguably a little more boring, you know, instead of like fighting the boss or you know, whatever, Mickey was like having a fight with like the wind and the leaves in the backyard because he was trying to rake the lawn up with leaves. And like, what kid cares about raking the leaves up in the lawn? You know, that's not interesting. So I went back to the early Mickeys, Plain Crazy, you know, Brave Little Tailor, where he actually fought the bad guy and saved the day. And the Mad Scientist was this cartoon where Mickey is kind of like Dragon's Lair. You know, that I think about it. Pluto had been kidnapped by a mad scientist who had strapped him up and was going to cut him in half and graft his body onto a chicken. So he'd be half Pluto, half chicken, to see if it would lay an egg that would hatch a flying dog. And Mickey had to fight his way through this haunted house, past all kinds of terrible things to rescue Pluto. And I was like, wow, that's like a really dark and like classic horror. So I'm like, well, what if I could take like the Mickey I like, the athletic, young 20-something, you know, late teens, early 20s Mickey, and sort of put him in a situation like that where he could be physical and save the day.